Good morning. Good morning, I'm Lauren Bonomi, and I'm guessing you received this week the second letter from our Stewardship campaign, my letter to the parish in my role as treasurer. Well, today I share with you as a fellow parishioner. Flavia and I came to California in 1995, and after shopping around at various local churches, we found All Saints to be our parish home. We found inspiring music, thought-provoking sermons, and a wonderful parish community. After a few years, we had 2 children who were baptized and confirmed here, even though the children and youth education programs were never really their thing. Which is rather ironic because we ended up buying our house from the former director of children's education, whose husband actually created these beautiful bronze mobiles that are hanging here in the sanctuary. Because church wasn't their thing, Flavia and I didn't pay much attention as families left the parish for churches who had children and youth programs. We loved our parish and the wonderful traditions through the years, and we didn't want to start over somewhere else because All Saints is our home. But the fact remains, our parish membership has declined, and I'm not going to try to repeat too much in my letter. But I'd like to give you some glimmers of hope. This is from a mom who listens carefully when no one thinks I'm paying attention. You know the moment when your kids forget that you're there. So while our kids were never into the church thing, they have actually talked about our church to their friends. They bragged about it. Now, they are proud of what our church represents and that they are considered part of this parish family, albeit they're not active members. They have said how we really are different from the churches that you usually see in the news. We really are welcoming of all people, and we really are helping to feed and house the underserved. We really are helping refugees and immigrants. And translating from their young adult language, we welcome all God's children, LGBTQ+ included, and we are trying to live up to Jesus' way of love. Now, so as I reflect on our years here, I realize that I cannot remember one initiative where we've tried to grow the parish. We've talked about it endlessly, but that's as far as it went. We know the role of church in the community has changed since the people before us built this parish. It has changed. We have been so busy living Jesus' message that we have completely neglected the need to ensure that that message can be carried forward. This too is our stewardship responsibility. The care, cultivation, and growth of our future parish family. Evangelism. Now, Father Craig is not paying me to say this. And actually, my compensation for being your treasurer these past 12 years has been 12 years of sleepless nights. But at this moment, we are fortunate to have an interim minister who has actually read our parish profile. I don't know if many of us here have read it, but he has read it. Not only that, he is trying new things that are new to us, just like we asked for in the surveys that went into writing our profile. Now, many of us find these changes uncomfortable or not what we really meant after all. And many may be asking why we can't go back to the way things used to be. And you might find everything that I'm saying right now really offensive. But the fact remains, we must go forward, not backward. We must try something different if we are to expect a different result from what we've been doing so far. And it will be very uncomfortable. We need to get used to discomfort because learning new things is very uncomfortable. So going back to the way things used to be with our old behaviors and habits will end this 130-year-old parish in a few years. We cannot wait for some magical clergy person to do this for us. We had a rector who gave remarkable sermons, but the parish did not grow. Partnered ministry means we need to create and be our own magic. This is why I find dinner church, actually, and you've heard me talk about it, it's an easy first step opportunity. It's one of a number of programs in the UK that have been very successful in building parish communities. It's the first program in 27 years here that I can remember with the intent to invite newcomers who might find the Sunday morning worship service to be a bit much for them. We all have friends and neighbors, and it's time to reach out. One invite this month, another one next month. Perhaps eventually we can build some momentum where we can grow the parish 10 members a year. It takes a while for new things to stick, so we all need to be determined to keep trying. So here's the thing, I'm Irish, I'm a pretty stubborn and a pretty determined person, just ask Flavio. I'm not about to shy away from the challenges our parish faces, and I hope that together we can all rally with purpose to turn the tide. Yes, our pledges really, really matter. That's treasure, but there's also time and talent. We have heard and told ourselves that we are welcoming. Now we need to be inviting. It takes time and practice to develop this talent, so please let's start now. Thank you.